Okay, yeah, I can hear myself. Yeah. Let's go.
You might do it for your city, you might put on for your town. Do it where you see familiar faces all around. Do it where you think your real home is. I do it for the rest. You might do it for your city, you might put on for your town. Do it where you see familiar faces all around. Do it where you think your real home is. I do it for the rest. I'm a product of my environment, but my environment provided me a product to write and spit. My time was spent behind the mic and shit. When life would get that shitty, I tried to write and vent, but I couldn't like I did at my old apartment. My flow was garbage, alcohol bottles spilled all over my moldy carpet. My target was ahead of me or upward, and nobody knows we started in the product cipher and multis. Perform as an artist is what they told me, and I knew I was part of something bigger than me. But what else to do with it but run with it that much farther? It's a harder concept to grasp. Now fuck it, don't even bother, just make sure my name is brought up. We're talking about a roster, cause I put in that time. And tribal members, they know, watching trees fall over and bricks being laid like Legos. Until you look over my head and see a floating halo, I'ma pledge my allegiance to the Talela, Orca whale. You might do it for your city, you might put on for your town. Do it where you see familiar faces all around. Do it where you think your real home is. I do it for the rest. You might do it for your city, you might put on for your town. Do it where you see familiar faces all around. Do it where you think your real home is. I do it for the rest. Girls of all sorts have been forced of abortion and forfeit their kid when they're 14. The portion of inadequate morphine is poured into the streets cause their mom and dad was ignoring or trying to buy the shit that they're selling. So now there's morphine in the core, but the problem is the mentality we're holding. See, no one was supporting the generation before me. This formula isn't working and nobody moves accordingly to plan. We drink and smoke like we're promised tomorrow morning, while our elders keep it hoarding belongings and eagles soaring over our cemetery. Brothers been buried without warning. I had a dream I was a war and my tribe was standing for glory. But this war on drugs we're losing, how we go in the story. We have to beware of the cause. The good Samaritan law was passed, now we gotta teach our kids to cherish it all. If I was an addict still and was scared of the law, I'd rather die and fall than just sit there and withdraw. Don't blame. You might do it for your city, you might put on for your town. Do it where you see familiar faces all around. Do it where you think your real home is. I do it for the rest. You might do it for your city, you might put on for your town. Do it where you see familiar faces all around. Do it where you think your real home is. I do it for the rest. Enough of the negative in the ghetto mentality. Actually, be proud to say that you're native and prouder, because the profit that we're making on our casino is baffling. But we as natives know nothing by growing them naturally. I'ma tell it like it's meant to be told. The Rez has a soul, Talela has a heart that gets left in the cold. Your perception of the life that we live destined to show through the future generations. Will you let it be sold? That means if you let the profit take over, it's known to fail. Living off the land and the water, our boats will sail. Until you look over my head and see a floating halo, I'll only pledge my allegiance to the Talela.